Hello students, welcome to Vedantu NEET English. I am Miss Gopika, your own biology master teacher. I hope I am audible, visible and the presentation right behind me is visible. Please let me know in the chats, are we live yet? So we can directly jump into the class. So today we are going to do chemical coordination and integration. As I always tell, sounds like a mathematics chapter, but it is a biology chapter that helps you understand how your body is going to coordinate. At the same time, how is it going to help your neural system and much more. So we are going to learn different types of hormones, who is helping whom and all of that. Okay, so I hope I'm live. Okay, let me just refresh and check. Yes, 1 second students. Yes, 1 minute, I can see your chats now. Yes, okay, awesome. Hello, good afternoon to all my students. Yes, hi, okay. So yes, we'll directly get into the video. So this chapter has a weightage of 4 questions. Okay, 4 is the maximum questions. Usually it is 3 to 4 questions. Okay, 3 to 4 questions. Students, all human physiology chapters for that matter gives you 3 to 4 questions. So you have every chapter a weightage of 12 marks to 16 marks for your NEET. Okay, and if it is for your boards, then you have more weightage. Okay, because each chapter they'll give you a long question. Now from this chapter they can ask you mechanism, or they can ask you to explain about pituitary gland. So any such question can come for easily 5 marks. Okay, so yes, awesome, energy is very nice. All of you mark your attendance by smashing that like button, and we will continue the class. So yes, ready students, today we are going to do NCERT line by line. I know morning NCERT line by line classes are not happening, but I'll be taking it because I feel chemical coordination has to be taught with NCERT. It is a lot of content, so I'll show you how we can concise the content. Okay, I'm doing great. I hope all of you are also doing great. So look here students, we have already learned, so this is not the first time we are hearing this word. Okay, we have learned coordination, integration in mathematics. No, that's not what NCERT is trying to say. NCERT is trying to say that you have already come across this word in your neural control and coordination. Yes or no? When I taught you neural control and coordination, I spoke about endocrine gland. How many of you remember that? I told you neural, that is your nervous system is there, but at the same time endocrine system also is there. What is the main benefit between them? Simple thing students, neural system is faster, endocrine is slow. Okay, but neural system is short lived. The signal is for a very shorter period of time, but at the same time endocrine system is for a longer duration of time. And neural system does not reach all the tissues or all the cells, but endocrine will reach everywhere, right? So this kind of differences we had spoke. So here that is same thing they are explaining here. Look here, you have already learned that neural system provides a point to point rapid coordination. Yes or no? In nervous system, what did we study? We spoke about electrical impulse, we spoke about chemicals impulse, and what were we talking there? That point to point connection was there, right? Now I am talking to evening star. I am specifically talking to evening star. That means what? Point to point contact. Okay, now among the organs, the neural coordination is fast. That is very, very important. Last class also I told you, neural coordination is fast but short lived. Okay, it is fast, no doubt they are fast. Okay, sometimes our memory also is like that. No, sometimes we memorize everything very fast, but we'll forget it the moment we are in the exam hall. The moment we step out of the exam hall, vanish, right? So it is fast, short lived. Okay, exam you would have written fast, because till that you know that, oh my god, my memory is going to get over, I have to write it fast or I might forget it. After that, what is going to happen students? Immediately you're out of the exam hall. Over. Okay, over. Now look here, as the nerve fibers do not innervate all the cells of the body, and cellular functions need to be continuously regulated. So since neural system do not go into or between all the cells of the body, there should be someone who will do the regulation, right? So here need to be continuously regulated. So a special kind of coordination and integration has to be provided. Understood? Understood? Yes or no? Now this function is carried out by hormones. So who is going to do this function? Hormones are going to do this function of doing that special function, or that special thing is going to be done with the help of your hormones. So hormones are the one who are going to do the job of intervening between cell to cell, and those cells, right, those cells are going to get regulated because of it. Got it? Now, the neural system and the endocrine system jointly coordinate and regulate the physiological function of body. So, I told you, in our body, our body organs are not like humans, okay? They are very much in coordination. They regulate each other. They do maximum coordination. They are very much in, harmony with each other. Are we like that? Of course not, okay? We humans have always like something to crib about, complain about, but here they are not like that. They are like, okay, even I am doing the same thing, even you are doing a similar thing, but I am fast and short-lived, you are slow and long-lived. So you do this, I'll do this. So they'll divide, okay? Division of labor is there in our body. Is this clear? Okay, now here we are going to talk about different glands, right? Depending on how the secretions are going to reach the target organ, we have studied 2 glands. All of you tell me in the chat box which are the 2 glands, and let me also see. Yes? Yes, yes, quickly. Okay, I think something went wrong. Yes. Tell me. Yes, always issues. Students, the likes haven't increased. Come on. All of you smash the like button, those who are lazy to mark the attendance. And let me also call these people. Yes, done. Okay, yes, very good. Endocrine, ma'am. Endocrine and exocrine gland. Yes or no? Endocrine and exocrine gland. That is, depending on where the secretion is going. That is, one is going to the duct, one is ductless gland. Depending on these 2 categories we studied, exocrine and endocrine. There is one more category called as mixed endocrine gland or heterocrine gland. That is what, where they have exocrine activities as well as endocrine activities. Okay, now look here. Endocrine glands lack ducts, so we call it ductless gland. Yes or no? Hence called as ductless gland. No one has doubt in this, I believe. So endocrine gland is called ductless gland, and I told you guys what is ductless, right? I told you what is ductless, which again I will be explaining in the next slide. Now their secretions are called hormones. So whatever these endocrine glands are giving out are called as hormones. Okay. Now the classical definition of hormone as a chemical produced by the endocrine gland and released into the blood and transported to a distantly located target organ. You do not have to break your head. Very simple thing. Whatever is given out by the endocrine gland is a chemical messenger which is called hormone. That hormone is going to be transported how? With the help of blood, because they do not have a pipe system, they do not have a duct system. So they are like, okay, let me do one thing, I will just drop it into the blood. The blood will do the job of taking it all the way to the target organs. Got it? Okay. Yes, we'll come to that. Okay, we'll come to heterogland. Okay, so look here, endocrine glands and released into the blood and transported to distantly located target organ has currently scientific definition. So students, definition is important. Okay, definition. Look here. Hormones are non-nutrient chemicals which act as intercellular messengers and are produced in trace amounts. Trace amounts means what? In very, very less amounts. Okay. So what are they? See, already they had told us that this neural system is not going to intervene between the cells. Hormones are going to do the job. So hormones are chemical messengers, okay, chemical messengers which are non-nutrient. They do not have any nutritional value as such. Non-nutrient chemicals which act as intercellular messengers. Between the cells, I will do the job. Okay, between the cells, I will do the job. Who is going to take up the position? Hormones are going to take up the position. Yes, Abhinaya, we are going to come to that. Okay, do not worry, we'll come to that. Okay, about the heterocline gland, all of that will come. Look here. The new definition covers a number of new molecules in addition to the hormones secreted by an organized endocrine glands. Invertebrates possess very simple, okay, invertebrates possess very simple endocrine system with few hormones, whereas a large number of chemicals. Okay, chemicals act as hormones and provide coordination in vertebrates. The human endocrine system is described here. So here they are going to talk about that. Before that, let's write. Okay, so depending on the secretion, so depending on how the secretions are going to go, okay, depending, okay, based on this is GM Express, okay, based on the secretion, okay, based on the secretion, we can categorize them into, first we call the exocrine gland, okay. I want all of you to exocrine gland, then we have endocrine gland, okay, and we have mixed gland or heterocrine gland. Okay, do all of you know an example? Can all of you tell one example each? Yes? Think and tell me. Any one example, okay? Any one example. So, what is exocrine gland? Ma'am, exocrine gland is the one who have ducts. Yes or no? So, students, very simple. Let's say this is the organ. Okay, an organ. This is an organ. The organ has to give out, okay, a chemical secretion. So that secretion will be going in the form of ducts. Okay, proper tubular structures will be there. And let's say this is the target. Okay, this is the target. This will reach here. Okay, reach here with the help of ducts. Okay, so this is duct. Okay, this is duct. So this is not a ductless gland. Properly secretions is going from the organ. Okay, through the ducts to the target organ. Okay, target organ. This is clear. Now, next thing is, ma'am, who are these exocrine glands? We have not spoke about them. We have spoke about them, right? Sebum, okay? Sebum we have spoke, saliva, all these are coming under exocrine. Is it clear or not? Okay, sebum you can write, oils you can write, sebum, okay, sorry, saliva, okay, some of the enzymes, all of this will be secreted out here. You can write tears. All these are your exocrine. Now, do you have to give a lot of importance to exocrine? You do not have to give at that point, because here mainly we are going to focus about endocrine. Okay, mainly we are going to focus about endocrine. Now, students, endocrine is a gland which is ductless. Okay, ductless. That is from the target organ. Okay, from the target organ. So this is the organ. Okay, from the organ, how it is going to go? The secretions are going to go into the blood vessel. From the target organs, the secretions are going to go into the blood vessel and reach the target. Now you can have a question, no ma'am, but how is this blood going and delivering it to target? They are not Amazon people, they are not Swiggy people, they have no address of the target organ. How are they doing it? Very simple, okay. In the blood, the hormones are there. Yes or no? The hormones will go to the target organ because the target organs will have receptors to accept this hormone. Yes or no? Because they are not doing Amazon delivery that they'll check the address. Okay, this is where this person stays, so we'll go and drop it there. That will not happen, right? So what is going to happen? The hormones that are coming through the blood will correctly go and reach the target organ because of the receptors. Okay, because of the receptors. Any doubt? Okay, any doubt? So this becomes a ductless glands and their secretions are going to be added into the blood. Okay, secretions are added into the blood. Example, so many examples that we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, did you guys get scared? So many examples we are going to study in this chapter. You can write anything. Okay, you can start from your hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thymus, anything. Okay, anything you can write. Chalo, you write, let's write 2-3 of them. Okay, pineal gland, which is not working for us. Okay, thyroid. Okay, 2 I've written. Definitely we have a lot more to write. Okay, now let's go to heterocrine or mixed gland. Heterocrine or mixed gland. Now students, hormone definition is important. So remember hormones, when you write about hormones, I'm going to write here, they are chemical messengers, right? They are chemical messengers. Next thing that you need to know about them, they are non-nutrient, okay? Because it is hormone, people will think, oh, there will be a lot of nutrients that it gives to the body. No, they are non-nutrient, okay? Next, what is there? Yes, next, what is there? Next is that these people are going to be formed in trace amounts. Okay, trace amounts, that means very less amount it will be there, and they will do the job of intercellular, you know, functioning will be done by endocrine gland. Next is who, students? Heterocrine or mixed gland. Ma'am, what is this? That is, they have both exocrine and endocrine form. That is, they release a hormone, okay, they release a hormone and they release an enzyme or a chemical, okay. So these people you're going to remember with the form of PG, okay. PG we tell, no, boys PG, girls PG. So PG means pancreas, pancreas and gonads. Pancreas and gonads. This you will study further in the chapter. Now you don't have to take any tension. Just remember pancreas and gonad, PG. PG, okay. Yes. Got it? Any doubt? Okay, they have both endocrine and exocrine activity. So that is why pancreas and gonad, you will be studying it separately. So don't take tension right now. Just remember PG. Okay, PG, pancreas and gonads. Very good. Okay, hi Rathod. So from organ, okay, it will come to the target. Okay, target. Any doubts? This is done? Clear? Okay, chalo. Let's start with the main topics. So look here. Human endocrine system. An endocrine gland and hormone producing diffuse tissue cells located in different parts of our body constitute the endocrine system. That is, the endocrine glands and hormone producing diffused tissue cells located in different parts of the body constitute the endocrine system. What is it constituting? Different types of tissues, cells, all these people are constituting this endocrine gland, okay. Now look which are the endocrine gland: pituitary, pineal, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas, okay, parathyroid, thymus, gonads, that is testis in males and ovary in females are the organized. Students, this question has come as a PYQ. The question was which are, no, it was an assertion reason, okay. It was an assertion reason about organized endocrine glands, okay. Organized endocrine glands. Is this clear? Yes or no? Okay, fine. So organized endocrine glands question has come, and what they did, you know, so between pituitary, pineal, adrenal, they had added liver also. So students did not notice it. They were like, okay, like, you know, casually they would have gone through it, they would have seen all the major endocrine glands, and they blindly accepted that both assertion and reason is true. But what was the problem? The problem was that liver was there, okay, liver was between them, but people did not notice it. So do not make the mistake. Look here, organized endocrine glands. Okay, organized endocrine glands are which and all, students? Each of you tell me one. First one, you have your master gland, that is called as your pituitary gland. Okay, pituitary gland. Next, what do you have? Pineal gland. Then parathyroid. So P cube, okay, P cube done. Then when you come down, you have thyroid. Parathyroid, thyroid, you will write it, okay, together. Together means one after the other. Then you have adrenal gland. Then whom do you have? See, pancreas, okay, pancreas. Then parathyroid, done, ma'am. Thymus. Who else? Gonads. That is testis and ovary. So how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them we have. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them we have. So do not make the mistake. Okay? Do not make the mistake. Why pituitary gland is called the master gland? We are going to do next. So relax. Okay? We'll do it as the next topic. Why they are the master gland? Why are we calling them like that? Why is hypothalamus called like the principal? Yes or no? Students, none of you have marked the attendance. I'm very disappointed. Okay? Very disappointed. Okay? You're not at all marking the attendance. I don't know why it's difficult to mark your attendance when we are giving such nice classes. Yes, MK Ansari, I will tell why pituitary gland is a master gland. Okay, students, don't shoot into the gun. I'm standing with the gun, you're shooting already from the side. Let me teach slowly. Let me take my time and teach. Look here, our organized endocrine glands in our body. Now look here, the question comes from here. In addition to these, some other organs like gastrointestinal tract, liver, kidney, heart also produce hormones. So when I write proper organized endocrine glands, I'm not going to write them along with this, okay, but I'm going to write them as additional people. I'm going to write them as additional people. Why I'm writing them as additional people? Because they're not proper. They're not proper, well defined. I cannot tell them as organized endocrine glands. They are also doing some secretions that are going to help, okay. Like in kidney, we spoke about JG cells. JG cells were releasing renin. At the same time, they also release erythropoietin, okay. So different things like that is there. Same way, heart, ANF was getting released, anti-natriuretic factor. All of you remember? So those things are getting released, because of which we are going to write them here, okay. Now here CCK will be released in gastrointestinal tract. So a brief account of the structure and function of all major endocrine gland and hypothalamus of human body is given in the following. Students, now you can have a question, okay, that ma'am, why didn't you write hypothalamus? Students, hypothalamus is like the principal, okay, principal. Under principal, all these people are going to come. So hypothalamus is going to give the secretions to the pituitary. Pituitary is going to release it, inhibit it. That controlling is going to be done by the pituitary. So pituitary is the master gland that controls all other glands. Is this clear? Exactly. Very confused people here. Very confused people. Okay. So is this clear? Any doubts? Any doubts? So additional. Okay. This is additional people. That is your gastrointestinal, okay, gastrointestinal, then you have liver, okay, liver, your, remember angiotensinogen and all that we were releasing, kidney, heart. So this you will study separately, this you will study separately. This comes as organized endocrine gland, this will come as separate, additional parts, okay. Now look here students, as you go, as you touch each part of your body, you will be able to, exactly, supreme commander is your hypothalamus, like the Supreme Court, right. So as you go one by portion, you should be able to identify which are glands. So if I go to the head region, I have my hypothalamus, then I have pituitary, then I have pineal gland, okay. So three people are placed near my near my brain, right, not near my brain, in the head region. Now as I come down, I'll be able to see thyroid, okay. Okay, thyroid. Is it clear? Thyroid and parathyroid. As I come down, I'll be able to see thymus. From thymus, when I come down, I'll be able to see pancreas, and top of the kidney, you have adrenal. So these are the most organized one. That's why it's labeled here. They did not label kidney or other things. That is because they are addition. Okay, they are addition. Clear? Any doubts? Wait, let me also check the. Yes. Yes. In which type of hormone? Which type of hormone? This one. You will have to. Okay, fine. So what is getting released? Your angiotensinogen, we have spoke about, your thromboplastins, your platelets, okay. When we spoke about your blood clotting, we have spoke about some factors, no, those are released by the liver, okay. Yes. Now students, look here, pancreas, adrenal, testis and ovary. These are your main endocrine glands, okay, main endocrine glands. Got it? Chalo. Let's continue. Now students, we are going to come to the principle, okay, the supreme power. So look here, as you know, the hypothalamus. Now where did we learn hypothalamus? When we spoke about the forebrain, yes or no? When we spoke about the forebrain, we spoke about hypothalamus. Yes or no? We spoke that diencephalon is there, epithalamus, hypothalamus. So this hypothalamus is actually located in the floor of diencephalon. Okay, floor of diencephalon. Clear or not? Floor of diencephalon. Okay. So look here, it is in the basal part of the diencephalon, forebrain, and it regulates a wide spectrum of body function. It contains several groups of neurosecretory cells called nuclei, which I will be explaining you now. So listen students, what do principle do? Principal will give what? Principal will give the command telling that you do this, you do this. Yes or no? Got it? No Ansari angiotensinogen is released by the liver. Go check the RAS mechanism. You will understand that in the first thing is liver will secrete angiotensinogen, then it will get converted to angiotensin, and then the RAS mechanism will happen. Okay, if you already know it, why are you asking question, dear? You can only find the answer, right? So listen here, hypothalamus is the principal. Okay, what will principal do? Give all the commands to the teachers. So same way, hypothalamus will give all the command to the pituitary, telling that you do this, you do releasing, or you do inhibiting, I'll give you this. Okay, now they have a set of cells called neurosecretory cells, which are called as nuclei. Now they will directly add their secretions into the lobes, or they will use another portal system to do the secretions. Understood? So one of this will happen, which I will help, I'll draw a diagram and make you understand. Okay, which I will make you understand with the help of diagram. Now look here, students. These hormones regulate the synthesis and secretion of the pituitary hormone. So what do? These are going to regulate the synthesis and secretion of the pituitary gland. That's what I told you. Hypothalamus is going to do the same job. It's going to make sure that all other things are getting regulated in the body. Now, however, the hormones produced by the hypothalamus are two types. Two types are there. One is something that will stimulate the action, one that will stop the action. Because I told you, in our body, whatever happens, balance is important. You cannot be a student who is always like, only studying, not revising, or you cannot be a student who is only active in studies, not at all good at any other activities. You should have a balance between things. Same way, whatever hypothalamus is releasing, it is going to have a releasing hormone and an inhibiting hormone. Okay, so here look here, two types of hormone. The releasing hormone, which stimulate the secretion of the pituitary glands. Okay, pituitary hormones. Okay, stimulate the secretions of the pituitary hormone. Then the inhibiting hormones, which inhibit the secretions of the pituitary hormones. Understood? If inhibition and releasing is not there, always remember, okay, always remember that coordination will never happen. You need to have the balance. Okay, whatever it is, in life also, in studies also, everything you need to have a balance. You cannot be a complete nerd and expect that your life to be magical. It will not happen. Sometimes you have to play, sometimes you have to have fun. All this should be there. So the balance is going to be maintained by the body. Now example they are giving. For example, a hypothalamic, look here, a hypothalamic hormone called, students, the hormones released by the hypothalamus, can I call it hypothalamic? Yes ma'am, you can call it hypothalamic. Okay, okay, all confused? No one will do. Hypothalamic hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone, or GnRH, stimulates the pituitary synthesizes to release gonadotropin. Okay, so gonadotropin releasing hormone, what will it release? Obviously ma'am, gonadotropin releasing hormone will release gonadotropin. Yes or no? So releasing means it's promoting, telling that okay, you do the job, okay, go in this direction. Now on the other hand, somatostatin will inhibit, okay, from the hypothalamus, will inhibit the release of growth hormone. So do you understand? Something is releasing, something is inhibiting. Both are going to do the balancing. Okay, both are going to do the balancing. Now example, prolactin. Prolactin releasing factor is going to be there. Prolactin inhibiting hormone is going to be there. So one will make sure that release happens, one will make sure that inhibition happens. Okay, balance. Now look here. From the pituitary, these hormones originating in hypothalamic neurons pass through axons and are released in their nerve endings. Okay, now these hormones reach the pituitary gland through a portal circulatory system, which I am going to teach you, and regulate the function of the anterior pituitary. The posterior pituitary is under the direct, very important, okay, direct neural regulation of hypothalamus. Now, see students, we are going to draw and understand. Okay, all of you keep your focus here for 2-3 minutes. Don't talk to anyone. Okay, no problem, it's okay, it will happen. They're doing it on purpose because you people are asking. Okay, don't bother. See students, look here, listen to me carefully. So what I'm going to do, I'm drawing okay. Students, what I've drawn is your pituitary gland. Okay, pituitary gland. Look at this. This is the pituitary gland. Now imagine here is your hypothalamus. Okay, here your hypothalamus is there, and this is your pituitary. Now hypothalamus and pituitary is connected with each other. All of you listen to me. Okay, your hypothalamus and pituitary is connected to each other. Can you see the stalk-like structure? Actually, I can draw it more thin, so it looks like a stalk. Okay, shall I draw it once again? One second, students. Yes. So, can you see? It looks like a stalk now. Yeah. So, this stalk-like structure is called as infundibulum. What is it? Hypothalamus is connected to the pituitary with the form of a stalk-like structure. A stalk-like structure. Okay. A stalk-like structure called infundibulum. Okay. Infundibulum. This is a diagram of your NCERT. I haven't added the diagram, so I am only drawing the diagram. Okay, infundibulum. Got it? So hypothalamus has to give all the secretions to pituitary and tell pituitary that, oh, you control. You are the master gland. You do the control. Now, can you see two lobes here? I have drawn two portions. This first region is called as, okay, this first region of the pituitary is called as anterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary, and the second portion that you are seeing here, the second lobe that you are seeing here, will be called as the posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary. Now, I told you that hypothalamus has to add the secretion. Okay, hypothalamus has to add the secretion, and they are going to do that with the help of a special nuclei or cells called as neurosecretory cells. Okay, neurosecretory cells. Now, there is a thing, students. Posterior pituitary is not actually what to tell. It will not have the secretions. It is going to take the secretions from hypothalamus and store it with them. Okay, and they have two things, vasopressin and oxytocin. So they are going to store oxytocin and vasopressin. Who is going to give them the secretion? I am telling that, okay, I have a banker, I will store whatever rice and millets that you are giving me. But who is going to give me that? You people are going to give me. Okay, so Mr. Chotu is the one who is going to give me the rice and the millets. I will tell that I will store and keep. So can I be called as the supplier of it? I cannot be called. Okay, I am only doing the storage. Same way, your posterior pituitary is only going to do the job of storage. Clear or not? So for that, there are going to be cells called as neurosecretory cells. Okay, they will look something not like that. Okay, neurosecretory cells, they will directly drop in, okay, they will directly drop the secretions into the posterior pituitary. Okay, they will directly drop the secretions into the posterior pituitary. Is this clear? Yes or no? The neurosecretory cells will directly add the secretions into the pituitary. Okay, pituitary. Done or not done? One second, I'll just draw this above, then only you will be able to understand. Yes, see, this is a neurosecretory cells, this is also a neurosecretory cell. They are coming from the hypothalamus, they will add directly their secretions into the posterior pituitary. Okay, ma'am, understood. Now, ma'am, how is it going to come to the anterior pituitary? That question you will have, no? Ma'am, you told that to the posterior pituitary, hypothalamus is going to add the secretions with the help of with the help of neurosecretory cells, right? Neurosecretory cells. So, let's label that also. These are your neurosecretory cells, or we call it nuclei. Okay, these are your nuclei, which are neurosecretory cells. Now ma'am, what about anterior pituitary? Anterior pituitary students, they are very capable. They are proper glands. Why? I'll tell you, because they have a system. So it is very simple that between the hypothalamus and the pituitary there is a portal system that is happening. Remember in frog we spoke about hepatic portal system, renal portal system. That means what? Between the liver and the intestine there is a connection, a special venous connection called as the hepatic portal system. Between the kidney and the lower part of the body there is a connection called as renal portal system. Same way, between the hypothalamus and the pituitary there is going to be a blood vessel, okay, a blood vessel or a connection, okay, a connection. That connection is going to add the secretions, okay, that connection is going to add the secretions. Is this clear? So between the hypothalamus and the pituitary there is a connection, and that connection is called, or that system is called as hypophyseal, okay, two people are writing. If you understand this, the rest will be very easy. Hypophyseal portal system, okay, or portal vein also you can tell, portal system or vein you can tell. This is the connection between hypothalamus and pituitary. Got it? Done, done? Yes? They look like pollen tube growth, no? Now students, what is going to happen? From the hypothalamus the secretions will be added into this. From here it will be added into the anterior pituitary, okay? From here it will be added into the anterior pituitary. Done, done? Any doubts? From here it will be taken into the anterior pituitary. Now in the anterior pituitary there will be a lot of hormones, okay. Now this anterior pituitary, okay, they will be divided into two lobes. I will call this portion as adenohypophysis, okay. These are technical terms. Again, and when I teach you pituitary you will understand. I will call this as adenohypophysis, and this portion to be neurohypophysis. Neurohypophysis. Okay, so pituitary has two main regions called as adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Okay, adenohypophysis will be further divided into two lobes. Again, we will go into that. Okay, there's an intermediate lobe and an anterior lobe, and neurohypophysis will be divided into posterior lobe. Is this clear to all of you? Okay. See this one, this portal circulation that they spoke in NCERT, you know, that is about this system, hypophyseal portal system, which connects the hypothalamus to the pituitary. Now students, remember here also definitely neurosecretory cells will be adding their secretions, okay. Neurosecretory cells will add here their secretions, okay. Here the secretions will be there. Don't think that, okay, neurosecretory cells will not at all be there. They are there because they are a very important part of your hypothalamus, okay. There also neurosecretory cells will be there. Any doubts? Anyone has any doubts, please ask me right now. I am ready to repeat it as much as possible. I do not have a problem, okay. So this is the hypothalamus. This hypothalamus will add its secretions with the help of nuclei to the posterior lobe and with the help of hypophyseal portal vein to the anterior lobe, okay. Now this anterior lobe can be also called as adenohypophysis and posterior lobe can be called as neurohypophysis. These cells are called as nuclei or neurosecretory cells, okay. Now then, if you go above, you will understand that between the hypothalamus and the pituitary, there is a stalk-like structure which is called as the infundibulum. Okay, now all of you open your NCERT and check the diagram. All of you open NCERT, check the diagram and see if everything what I have labeled is correct or wrong. Correct or wrong, all of you. Done? Okay, very good. All of you understood? Okay. Look here students. Now, if they have to release, okay, if they have to release hormones, see, I understood that these people are going to give the hormones. These hormones can be of two types. right? They told no, hypothalamic hormones can be of two types. One is called as the releasing hormone. Okay, one is called as the releasing hormone, one is called as the inhibitory hormone. Okay, one is called as the inhibitory hormone. Got it? So one will do the job of stimulation, one will do the job of stopping them. So this is the entire thing. Okay, this is the entire thing. Done? Because posterior pituitary's job is to only do the storage, dear. Anterior pituitary is going to do the job of keeping them or releasing them, inhibiting them. This fellow is only going to do the job of storage. That is why hypothalamus will directly secrete it. So you can think that posterior pituitary is like a boss. Okay, he'll be like, I will not do any job, you do one thing. If you want the secretions to come down, you use your cells to drop the secretions. Okay? Done. Okay, very nice. Now, let's understand. Now you will understand this. Now do you want me to go back and read this? See, look here students, what they were trying to say. See here, these hormones originating in hypothalamic neurons pass through the axons and release from their nerve endings. These hormones reach the pituitary gland through a portal circulatory system. What is that portal circulatory system called as? Hypophyseal portal system. Okay, hypophyseal portal system. Is this clear? Line of NCERT only, they have not mentioned it clearly. Now look here, and regulate the function of the anterior pituitary. So who is going to do the regulation of the function? Hypothalamus is going to do. That is why it is called the principal. This master gland is going to control all other glands. All other glands, who is going to control? Pituitary is going to control. Now look here, very important line. The posterior pituitary is under direct neural regulation of the hypothalamus. Neural regulation means what? Neurosecretory cells or the nuclei is directly adding the secretion into the posterior pituitary, and their main job is to do the storage. So I'm going to write here, they are in direct regulation. One second. Okay, they are in direct regulation of hypothalamus. Done? Nothing we have missed. Okay, we have gone back and read it as well. Okay, gone back and read it as well. I will just do the labeling here. This is your pituitary. Okay, done. Now let's go to understanding pituitary gland. Okay, now look here students, the pituitary gland, where is it located? All of you, I asked you, where did I tell you last time? It is located in the sphenoid bone, right? Sphenoid bone, all of you remember? Sphenoid bone in your cranium, right? This is the part of your cranium. Cranium had 8 bones. Out of that we had a sphenoid bone, 8 bones. In that, parietal and temporal was paired. In that 8 bones, we had a sphenoid bone. In that sphenoid bone, the sphenoid bone had a small, like a, what is that? Furrow, like a furrow. What was that called? A small, students, I forgot the word. Tell me the word fast. Depression. Okay, a small depression that was called as sella turcica. Okay. Called as sella turcica. Yes or no? One second, students. Okay, sella turcica, right? Like a small cavity or a depression. In the sella turcica only, your pituitary gland was located. Okay. Pituitary gland is located. Okay, pituitary gland is located. Clear? Location is clear. Your sphenoid bone was the bone that was articulating with all other bones, and they had a small depression or a cavity which is called as sella turcica. Okay, sella turcica. Now look here, Here it is given, okay, sella turcica, called the sella turcica, and it is attached to the hypothalamus by a stalk called as infundibulum. Remember, okay, by a stalk. That stalk is called as what? Infundibulum. Got it? Now look here. It is divided anatomically into two regions called as adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. So I am making sure that you understand, and then I am reading NCERT again, okay. So all I can do is this much. You have to give this one, okay. Mr. Choto, thank you so much. Now look here, students, they are telling that the pituitary gland, okay, pituitary gland is anatomically divided into two regions called as adenohypophysis, such a big name, where will I write one more, and neurohypophysis, hypophysis. Okay, neurohypophysis. Now, adenohypophysis consists of two portions. So, adenohypophysis will be consisting of two portions. What are the two portions called as pars distalis and pars intermedia. Okay. I am not ignoring you, vampire. You are so important. How can I ignore you? Right. Okay, look here. Consists of two portions called as pars distalis and pars intermedia. So students, this pars distalis region of the pituitary is commonly called as the anterior pituitary. Is this clear? So this region, adenohypophysis, is again divided into two regions called as the anterior lobe and intermediate lobe. Okay, you have to know the lobe because they will ask you the location where this secretions has come. If say TSH, they'll ask you, is it a part of anterior lobe or is it a part of intermediate lobe or is it a part of posterior lobe? Got it? Now look here. Adenohypophysis is going to be pars distalis, will you remember this, and pars intermedia. Okay, intermedia. So from the name itself you will understand that they are intermediate lobe. Okay, we'll write it again in the next page. Here it is so clumsy. Now the pars distalis region, students, very important region of your this one. Okay, yes, Sumi and vampire, come back to the class. Look here. The pars distalis region of the pituitary, commonly called as the anterior pituitary, produces, very important, all of you take a sheet of paper. Okay, all of you take a sheet of paper. Tell fast. Okay. Okay, vampire. Fine. What and all we have to hear, students? Okay, what and all we have to hear. Do you see? This is the difficulty of being teacher. Okay, we should tell hi. We should tell hi to every student. If you don't tell hi, they will tell, ma'am, you have ego, ma'am, you have attitude. Students, if I sit and tell hi to you, who will teach? I'll do one thing. I'll stand here and I'll call attendance. Hi, vampire. Hi, Sumi. Hi, Tanuja. Hi, Savita. All of you raise your hands. Tell present, ma'am. First 30 minutes we'll do this. Then we will start the class. Right, you want me to complete the syllabus or not on time? So look here, the anterior pituitary produces growth hormone, GH. Okay, now take your sheet of paper, write your anterior pituitary. Okay, anterior pituitary, write all the hormones I am telling you. See, first you are going to write growth hormone. Growth hormone is going to help in the growth, right, of all the parts. So growth hormone. Then we have prolactin. Look at the prolactin, students. It is PRL. It is not just PR. PRL. Okay. PRL, got it? Yes, very good. PRL. Then next one is thyroid stimulating hormone. Okay, next one is thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH. One student has sent me all the diseases name. Okay, all the diseases name and everything together. I'll share it with you guys on Telegram. Okay, very beautifully the child has written, and I think he or she has written it on the iPad. Okay, very nicely they have written. I will share that also with you guys. Got it? Okay, chalo. Okay, growth hormone, prolactin, yes. Done. Look here. Students, thyroid stimulating hormone. Now next one, adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH. Okay. Then luteinizing, this went off. Luteinizing hormone, LH. Okay. Follicle stimulating hormone. All this you people have studied in reproduction chapter. Yes or no? Baswa sir has taught you FSH, LH. Yes. So next you will write follicle stimulating hormone. Now pars intermedia secretes only one hormone. Okay. Thank God. Pars intermedia or your intermediate lobe, right? Intermediate lobe. Intermediate lobe is called pars intermedia. This lobe secretes only one thing, that is called as your melanocyte stimulating hormone. Melanocyte stimulating hormone. So stimulating hormone means releasing hormone, okay? Stimulating hormone. Clear? Intermediate lobe releases only this. Did you take a sheet of paper and write, all of you? Yes, perfect. Okay, good job, good job. Yes, melanocyte stimulating hormone. Done? Okay, fine. Now posterior pituitary has only two things, okay? That is, you are going to be your oxytocin and vasopressin. Okay, oxytocin and vasopressin. Now look here, let's write what they just told. Okay, we are going to write about pituitary gland. All of you listen to me carefully. Now, pituitary gland, okay, pituitary gland, very important. Where is the location, students? We'll use another color, no? Board of this color. Okay, location is going to be, okay, in the bony cavity, that is in the sphenoid bone. Has a small depression called as sella turcica. In the sella turcica, the pituitary gland is going to be there. Done? Yes, very good. Sphenoid bone, sella turcica. Now, they told us that pituitary gland is divided into two regions. Okay, two regions. What are the two regions? It is called as adenohypophysis. Okay, I studied the spelling. It's like imposition. Adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Neurohypophysis. Students, how are you finding NCERT line by line? You people did not give us the feedback. How are you finding NCERT line by line? Are you finding it helpful? Yes? Melanocyte stimulating hormone, MSH. Okay, MSH, not MSG. MSH. Okay, tell me. Yes, adenohypophysis, neurohypophysis is clear. Okay, now they are telling that adenohypophysis is going to be further divided into two lobes. Okay, further divided into two lobes, and those lobes are going to be what? First one is called as pars distalis. Okay, pars distalis, or in other terms I will call it as the anterior pituitary. Okay, anterior pituitary. So to the anterior pituitary only your hypothalamus is adding all the secretions, and hypothalamus is going to regulate anterior pituitary. Okay, hypothalamus is going to regulate anterior pituitary. Now next portion is going to be pars, okay, pars intermedia. Pars intermedia. This pars intermedia can also be called as your intermediate lobe. Okay, intermediate lobe, which you can see when I drew pituitary, I only showed you anterior lobe and posterior lobe. You can just draw the between lobe. Okay, is it clear? Yes, it is helpful, very very useful. Okay, Abhinaya has told. Then who has told? Madhumati has told. Tanuja told. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay. Now pars intermedia, also called as intermediate lobe. Now students, neurohypophysis has only one region which we did not see there. We are going to learn it now. It's called as pars nervosa. Okay, nervosa, or in other words I can call it the posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary. Got it? Now in the anterior lobe we learned a lot of secretions, right? Are we going to be able to write all of it? I don't think we'll be able to write all of it. Okay, we won't be able to write all of it, so we'll have to write it elsewhere. Okay, elsewhere we'll have to write it. Okay, these are the two most important things. Many student gets this confused, so make sure that you're learning this properly. Okay, learning this properly. That is, pars distalis is called anterior pituitary, pars intermedia is called intermediate lobe, pars nervosa is called posterior lobe. Is this clear? This posterior pituitary. Okay. Now students, under anterior pituitary, a lot of secretions are going to come. Okay, lot of secretions are going to come, and all those secretions are going to be regulated by the hypothalamus. Now in the intermedia, you have only one person, that is going to be melanocyte stimulating hormone. Okay, I'll write here MSH. You should write the full form. Okay, MSH, melanocyte stimulating hormone. In posterior pituitary, two people are going to be there. That is going to be vasopressin, that is released directly by the hypothalamus. Okay, these people are going to store it. Vasopressin and oxytocin. Oxytocin. Got it? Done? Yes. Yes, done. Done. Okay. Now look here. Melanocyte stimulating hormone MSH. However, in humans, the pars intermedia is almost merged with pars distalis. That is the reason why I did not draw a separate lobe. Understood? Why I did not draw separate lobe? Why? Because the lobes, the anterior lobe had a very small attachment called as the intermediate lobe. Intermediate lobe is very much in connection with anterior lobe. That much differentiation you cannot see. Okay, differentiation you cannot see. Now look here, neurohypophysis, that is called as pars nervosa, is also commonly called as the posterior pituitary. We already understood this. Now stores and releases two hormones called oxytocin and vasopressin. Okay, they are not making it, hypothalamus is giving them, they are going to store it and then release it. Okay, they are not going to do any much modification job, they won't do. They'll store it, then they will release it. Okay, release it. Now look here, which are actually synthesized by the hypothalamus. Is this clear, students? Do you understand the difference between anterior pituitary and this one, hypothalamus, and are transported axonally to the neurohypophysis? Okay, axonally means with the help of neurotransmitters they are going to be passed. Okay, what is your doubt? You asked me the question, I answered you. MSG is not MSH. Okay, MSH is melanocyte stimulating hormone. That was your doubt. No, I answered it. Now look here, students. Over secretion of GH stimulates abnormal growth of the body. Very important. Over secretion of growth hormone. Okay, over secretion of growth hormone will do what? No. Okay. Over secretion of growth hormone stimulates abnormal growth of the body, leading to gigantism. Students, have you seen gigantism? In that, how many of you saw this 3 movies? 3, 2. In that, that headless man, he's actually gigantism. Okay, he's very tall, right? I think he's 7'2" or something. 7'2". I don't know what is the height. I have to check his height. But if you have seen 3'2", how many of you see? Yes, how many of you have seen 3'2"? Tell me quickly. I think I don't have the photo. Okay, I do not have the photo, but yeah. Yes. Not seen, huh? Okay. So, someone has seen, Harshayan has seen. Did you see that tall person? That is gigantism. Did you see that headless person? No, the ghost, the ghost, I guess. The monster who is walking in that 3'2" is actually gigantism. Okay. Okay, yes. First time you're hearing. Okay. It's a movie or Hindi movie of Shraddha Kapoor, where it is trending a lot now. So I thought you people would have seen the picture. Okay, that fellow who is acting in that, okay, as the Sarkate, that is the person without head, that fellow is actually a symbol of gigantism because it's too abnormal. Okay, it's too abnormal. Now look here. So GH, abnormal growth of the body, that is when growth hormone over secretion happens, it will lead to gigantism, and when low secretion happen, it will result in stunned growth, okay, resulting in dwarfism. All of you have seen, no, that small woman, dwarfism, they are in Guinness book now. Okay, dwarfism is the, gigantism is the, where they'll have very long hands and all that. Okay, it's a movie, guys. It's a movie. I never knew you people are so much out of media. Okay, so much out of media, you did not know that. Now it's okay, very good, I'm proud of you. Excess secretion of growth hormone in adults, especially in the middle age. Now understand, normally you were growing at the age of 15, 16, suddenly over secretion happened. Okay, suddenly over secretion had happened. That over secretion led to what? It is going to lead to agromegaly. Okay, it's going to lead to agromegaly. Got it? Yes or no? Now look here, excess secretion of growth hormone in adults, especially in the middle age, can result in severe disfigurement, especially of the face, called as acromegaly. Okay, my throat is not recovered yet, so yes, done, clear. Okay, done. Agromegaly. So what is that condition called? That condition is called when, okay, when the person was normally growing, okay, normally growing in to a certain age, suddenly over secretion of growth hormone happen. When suddenly over secretion of growth hormone happens, what is going to happen? They might have a different growth in the face, the bones will grow differently, because at one point the bones will stop growing. Okay, all of you, I've taught you about epiphysalis and all that. The growth will stunt after some time, but in this people, what is going to happen, students, which may lead to serious complications and premature death if unchecked. Like if they notice that suddenly this, you know, this boy or girl is growing, maybe hands are getting longer or face is growing longer, some bones are growing, that means it is unusual. Okay, unusual. Got it? Which may lead to serious complications and premature death if unchecked. The disease is hard to diagnose in the later stages. Okay, in the early stages only we have to diagnose it. Got it? Yes or no? Done, done. Akshaya, done. Okay. Okay, done? Yes. Now we will write about what we just learned. Okay, guys, all of you, can you tell me what are the secretions of the anterior pituitary? If you tell me, we can write it. Okay, we can write it quickly. Okay, here okay, anterior pituitary. So here what did we right now learn? We learnt about GH, okay, growth hormone. Now growth hormone releasing hormone is going to be there, GHRH will be there, GHIRI will be there. Okay, sorry, GH inhibiting hormone, IH will be there. Okay, that is, this is going to be growth hormone releasing factor. Yes or no? Releasing factor or releasing hormone, and this is going to be growth hormone inhibiting factor. Okay, inhibiting factor. Now students, what is the function of each of them? What is the function of each of them? Each of them are going to be clear? Yes, very clear. Yes, ma'am, very clear. All of you, yes or no? Done. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll try that, students. I'll try that. Okay. Yes, very good. I think Savita has told, ma'am, what and all is there. Now, students, listen here. In the starting, they told something called as somatostatin. Anyone remember that word called somatostatin? Yes or no? So, somatostatin is another. Here, this one. This is called as somato. Don't write Zomato, okay? Statin, okay? Somatostatins. Somatostatins inhibit GH, that is inhibit the growth hormone, okay? Inhibit growth hormone. Got it? Yes or no? Done. Clear? Clear? Yes. Fine. So, somatostatin, that is the growth hormone inhibiting factor. Growth hormone inhibiting factor. Yes. Done. Now, next is what? We spoke about thyroid stimulating, but here I am going to talk about this one, growth hormone itself. I'll talk about, that is about the gigantism and dwarfism. So that topic will be over. Okay, that topic will be over. Okay, now look here. If it is going to be over secretion is going to happen. Okay, GH over secretion is going to happen. GH over secretion is going to happen. It will lead to gigantism. Okay, it will lead to gigantism where there is extreme growth. Okay, extreme growth, it will lead to gigantism. Now if under secretion happen, okay, that is low secretion or less secretion happen, okay, low secretion, I think under secretion we can tell. Okay, okay, under secretion happens, then what is it going to cause? It is going to cause dwarfism. Dwarfism. Stunned growth. Okay, stunned growth. I am writing all this for you guys, okay, because many students want the notes, right? So that's why I am writing all this. Okay, stunned growth. Done? Yes and all of you? Chalo, very good. Stunned growth is done. Now, next is they are telling that during the initial stages of no problem happen, suddenly, okay, suddenly if it happens, like sudden secretions happen after a period of time. So, after certain age, okay, after certain age, if there is hypersecretion, okay, hypersecretion of GH, that will lead to acromegaly. Okay, acromegaly. Now students, remember one very important thing which has come as a PYQ is that this growth hormone does not have a target organ. Okay, very important fact that this growth hormone GH does not, okay, does not have does not have target organ. Can anyone tell me why? Can anyone tell me why they do not have a target organ? It is an easy question. You can tell. Yes? Growth hormone does not have a target organ. Can anyone tell? Yeah, no target. Why? Why? It's a very easy question. You can think and tell. They're thinking. Okay, think. Take your time and think. Think and tell faster. Don't know, ma'am. Okay. Students, very simple. If growth hormone had a target organ, then how will the entire body grow? Right? If it has to be a general thing, right? Growth is how? From top to down you have to grow. It cannot have a target organ. Now I know that thyroid stimulating hormone is coming from the thyroid gland. It is going to work on this, very specific, right? But that cannot happen with your growth hormone. Growth hormone cannot be specific. It has to be all over your body. That is the reason why they don't have a target organ. Understood? Yes or no? Does it make sense? Okay? Yes? Yes, very good. It has to spread all over the body, ma'am. So it cannot have a target organ. Is this clear? It cannot have a target organ because it has to go, the growth has to be continuous, right? The growth has to be in a proper proportion. If proportion has to happen, it cannot go just to one target organ. Done, done, done? Yes. Next one. Look here. Next one. In external features becomes noticeable. That is for that child, okay, who has acromegaly. Now look here. Prolactin regulates the growth of the mammary glands, okay, mammary glands, and formation of milk in them, okay, formation of milk in them. So understand that prolactin regulates the growth of mammary gland and the formation of milk in them. TSH stimulate the synthesis and secretion of thyroid hormones. Okay, so one is doing one thing. Okay. Yes, Vasar sir only came to tell hi. Okay, yes. Look here, formation. So prolactin is going to do the job of growth of mammary glands and the formation of the milk, so that when the baby comes out, they'll be able to give colostrum, right? Colostrum we need. Now TSH will stimulate the synthesis and the secretion of thyroid gland from the thyroid hormone from the thyroid gland. ACTH is going to stimulate and synthesis the secretion of your steroid hormones called as glucocorticoids from the adrenal cortex. This question has come. Okay, this question has come. The question was that if glucocorticoids is not released, I think glucocorticoids only, or gonadotropin, one among this, okay, one among this they had given, like one from the adrenal medulla, one from the adrenal cortex, okay. So they have told that if this is not released, how will it affect the adrenal medulla? Now example, something is released from adrenal cortex, something is released from adrenal medulla. Now they both are not interdependent to each other, no. If this fellow is not released, this fellow will function. If this fellow is not released, this fellow is function. So like that, adrenaline, non-adrenaline, no, same way. So look here students, you have ACTH which is released from the adrenal cortex, okay, stimulate the synthesis and secretion of steroid hormone called glucocorticoid from the adrenal cortex. Now LH and FHS will stimulate the gonadal activity and hence are called as gonadotropins. Now this you have studied the maximum where in your reproductive system, right? Now look here, in males, LH stimulate the synthesis and the secretion of hormone called androgen from the testes. In males, FSH and the androgens regulate the spermatogenesis. Oh, okay. This both who? Follicle stimulating hormone. Wait, 1 second students. In males, FSH and your androgens regulate the spermatogenesis. In females, what is going to happen? LH induces ovulation to fully mature follicle called as the graphene follicle and maintains the corpus luteum. Okay, maintains the corpus luteum. Now formed from the remnants of the graphene follicle. All this you people know. Now look here. FSH stimulate growth and development of ovarian follicles in females. MSH acts on melanocytes, melanin containing cells, and regulate our skin lightening. No, skin lightening will be done by who? Melanotonin. So melanotonin that is released by the melanocyte. Okay, melanocytes, melanin. Oh my god, confusion. Okay, regulates pigmentation of the skin. Okay, melanin that gives you the color. Okay, if you're fair, if you're dark, if you're brown, if you're wheat color, all this is because of the melanin that is controlled by who? Melanocyte stimulating hormone. They do not have an inhibiting hormone. Okay, here. So look here, oxytocin. Now we are coming to posterior pituitary. So students, in the starting, this whole paragraph, what we had to learn, we had to talk about. Okay, we had to talk about your, what is that? Growth hormones. We spoke about growth hormones, then we spoke about FSH, LH, we had to speak about that. Then we came to intermediate lobe where you had to speak, oh my god, spoke. Okay, full gibberish is becoming, okay. That is melanocytes, will release, okay, melanin containing cells. Melanin is the pigment, okay, melanin is the pigment that will be released by the melanocytes, okay, that is what was confusion word, okay. So here they're talking about melanocyte, okay, that will release the pigment. The pigment is called melanin, okay, pigment is called melanin. This is released by where, students? This is released from your intermediate lobe, okay, released from the intermediate lobe. Got it? Intermediate lobe. Done? Okay, yes, look here, done. Now oxytocin acts on the smooth muscles of our body and stimulate their contraction, okay, that is oxytocin is going to help in the uterus contraction, yes or no? Now look here, in females it stimulates a vigorous contraction of uterus at the time of childbirth and milk ejection from the mammary gland. So prolactin is the one who is doing the growth of the mammary glands and the formation of the milk. Who is going to help in the ejaculation? Your oxytocin is going to help in the ejaculation. Got it? Now look here, students, milk ejection from the mammary glands. So here we will write about oxytocin. So here oxytocin is going to help in two functions. First, to induce, okay, induce uterus contractions, okay, induce uterus contractions, and next they are going to help in the ejection of milk, ejection of milk. Got it? This two function will be done by oxytocin. Oxytocin is where? Oxytocin is in the posterior pituitary. Okay, posterior pituitary. Now look here. Milk ejection. Vasopressin, students, AD, your this one, antidiuretic hormone ADH. So vasopressin is connected with your water. Okay, remember that in excretion we studied, no? Vasopressin acts mainly at the kidney. Why is it acting at the kidney? Obviously for the maintenance of your osmotic balance. Okay, osmotic balance, and stimulate the reabsorption of water and electrolytes by the distal convoluted tubules, and thereby reduces the loss of water through the urine. So diuresis, right? Hence it is called as antidiuretic hormone. This was also a question. Vasopressin, why it is called ADH? It is called ADH because it is going to maintain the water balance by acting and helping in conditional reabsorption of water from the DCT. Okay, DCT. Now that is why it is called antidiuretic hormone. This I had taught you very nicely in excretion chapter. No student should have a doubt. If you have a doubt, you should go and watch excretion chapter. Now, an impairment affecting synthesis or release of ADH results in diminished ability of the kidney to conserve water, leading to water loss and dehydration. This condition is called as diabetes insipidus. Okay, diabetes insipidus is a condition where there will be continuous dehydration of water, and the person will, like students, I think all of you would have noticed when you tend to use a restroom a lot of time, they'll tell that go check your sugar levels. Why do they tell that? Because they know that ADH is connected to that. Okay, so that is the reason why people will tell you have diabetics, but they don't know which diabetics exactly. Is it diabetes mellitus or is it diabetes insipidus? Diabetes insipidus is completely based on your antidiuretic factor. If antidiuretic hormone is not working properly, it is not able to reabsorb water or not able to tell the DCG to do conditional reabsorption, then there is chance that you get dehydrated. Okay, so diabetic insipidus, actually people casually tell, no, oh my god, you have diabetics. They do not know, is it because of sugar or is it because of water loss? So now you know, no, that whenever you are continuously dehydrated, you have frequent urination, even if you haven't drank enough water, that means your body is not able to conserve any water and it is giving out all the water. Water loss is happening. Okay, continuous water loss is happening and dehydration is happening. Is this clear, students? Any doubt? So here we studied about who and all. We studied about MSH, about oxytocin, vasopressin, as well as your that's all, vasopressin. Okay, so that we will write here. Ready? Yes, diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus. Diabetes mellitus is basically because of the glucose level. Okay, that also we'll see now. Not now, later in the chapter we'll see about insulin, right? When we speak about islets of Langerhans, we'll talk about insulin. Okay, yes. Now look here. This one we studied as of now. FSH, LH I'm not writing because you study mainly in human reproduction chapter. Here we will write, one second, let me also see one thing, very important one thing. Here neurohypophysis is done, okay, this also done. Here students, here no function, no, only FSH and LH function is given. Chalo, we'll start here. Urea is around 25 grams in the urine. Okay, dear, I would request you to ask questions related to the topic, not just random things, then it will not be able, I will also not be able to answer, okay. Yes, insulin deficiency, diabetes mellitus, very good. Now look here students, here we are going to write about MSH, okay. MSH is your melanocyte stimulating, okay, hormone. This is going to release the melanin pigment, okay, which is responsible for the coloration, right? That's why we are all different shades. That is because of the melanin, okay, because of the melanin. Now this fellow is mainly present in the intermediate lobe, right? This is mainly present in the intermediate lobe. Present in the intermediate lobe. This is clear, no doubts, okay? This is clear? Yes. Now next thing is, I have already told the weightage. Okay, next thing is here students, we have to talk about your oxytocin, okay, oxytocin. Now what is the function of oxytocin? This question has come many times as PYQ, okay. Oxytocin and vasopressin is a favorite question of your, who's the favorite question? The NTA's favorite question, okay. 25 grams in your, this one, who tell, in your urine, okay. Blood, it is up to 35 to 40 grams, okay. Yes, no, it ranges, it varies, okay. It can go from 25 up to 40, it can vary. In the blood, it can vary for every 100 ml, it can be sometime 30, sometime 40, sometime 35, depends, okay, depends. Now look here students, oxytocin function is going to be what? Oxytocin function is going to be, first thing, it is going to help in the formation, wait, yeah. First function, two functions, okay, two functions. Then here we will write vasopressin. Prolactin also we have to write, no students, prolactin also we'll write off. Where we'll write prolactin? I wish I would have written it this side. Okay, I'll write this side, okay. I'll write this side, so we'll write prolactin also. So one connection will be there, you don't have to search where did ma'am write what. Melanin, okay, pigment. Okay, melanin pigment. Okay, done. This one we'll write vasopressin as well. Yes, NTAs, okay, exactly, NTAs main job. Yeah, even NTA doesn't know students sometimes which question to put, but what to do, we have to learn everything, so we cannot argue, okay. Prolactin, each one 2 function will write. This fellow is a problem, we'll push this fellow that side, okay, not giving us space to write anything. Okay, start students. First one, prolactin. Prolactin formation, growth or maturation, like of the mammary glands, okay, to form the milk, okay, mammary glands to produce milk. Yes. Vigorous contraction of the uterus we will write. First you tell me about prolactin. Then we'll go further. Prolactin, who is going to tell about prolactin? Yes, it is present in the anterior lobe, but the function is given like this, so you have to write it, okay? So it will stimulate the mammary gland for the secretion of the milk or the formation of the milk. Yes, so I'll write stimulate, okay? Formation of the, or you can just directly write formation of the milk, or here you can write stimulate, okay? Stimulate mammary glands, stimulate mammary glands to produce milk, okay? To produce milk, prolactin. That is the thing. But students, very important thing about prolactin that you need to know is prolactin has both releasing factor and inhibiting factor, okay? That is PRLRH. This many students make mistake. When they see PRL, they'll think, okay, prolactin releasing, L for what? Okay, it's not. So this PRL means prolactin. So prolactin releasing hormone and prolactin inhibiting hormone. Now remember that inhibiting hormone is going to work more. Yes or no? Why? Because only during the lactational period the mother should make the milk. Every time the mother doesn't have to make the milk. So inhibiting hormone is going to work more than the releasing hormone, and this is one such type of a hormone where inhibiting hormone is going to work more, releasing hormone is going to work less. How many of you understood this? How many of you understood this? Look here. Prolactin inhibiting hormone will work longer period of time. Why so? Because it has only during the lactational period the milk has to be formed. Yes or no? Prolactin and oxytocin. Okay, let's try to break it down. Okay, we will look, we'll break it down. Chalo. Okay, Ansari, they can look at the book and write, no problem at this point of time because you're learning it. Okay, okay, look here. So this fellow is going to work for a longer time. Okay, longer time, lactational inhibition is going to happen. Releasing factor is going to work for less time. Why? Because this has to happen only during the lactational period. Okay, got it all of you? Very good, clear. Now, oxytocin, students, see, one fellow is going to help in the stimulation of making the milk. There should be one fellow, no, to make sure that the ejection happens, because how do we know when the ejection has to happen? So oxytocin will do the job of first uterus contraction. Okay, uterus contraction, this is the main job. Okay, sometimes they give injections also. Uterus contraction. Second thing is going to be ejection of the milk. Okay, ejection of the milk. Ejection of the milk. Students, the fellow who made contraction, no, ejection has to happen. Okay. Okay, got it. This is done. Next is vasopressin. What is vasopressin's job? No one has doubt in vasopressin, I believe, because vasopressin is going to do the job of water. It is not related with any milk, nothing is there. So vasopressin is going to act like, vasopressin is also called your antidiuretic hormone. Okay, antidiuretic hormone. What is it going to do? It is going to do main job of conditional reabsorption. Even normal reabsorption it does. Okay, every time they don't have to do a conditional reabsorption. Okay, conditional reabsorption of water from DCT. Okay, and when ADH fails, right, only when ADH fails, what is going to happen? Okay, when ADH fails, what is going to happen, students? It will lead to diabetes insipidus. Okay, diabetes insipidus. Diabetic insipidus. I don't know if it will fit here. Okay, diabetic insipidus. Got it? Yes or no? Clear, students? Yes? Okay, done. I think tropic hormone I did not tell you people, no? It's okay. We'll do tropic hormones. It's not there in NCERT actually, diabetic insipidus. Okay, done. Now this we will complete off. Okay, this we will complete. This I stopped in the middle. That is melanocyte stimulating hormone will release, okay, melanin. Melanin is the pigment that gives the skin coloration. Okay, that gives the skin coloration. Okay, skin coloration. Done? Dun. Okay, dun. Yes. Okay, super duper. Done. So we did MSH, prolactin, oxytocin, vasopressin, LHS, FSH I have not written. Okay, LSH, FSH, androgens, we will write it in androgen portion. Okay, otherwise too much it will become, students. Everything together, no, your brain will be like, ma'am, what are you teaching? Next, the most favorite gland. Okay, thank you, Chitra. The most favorite gland of all of us people is going to be the pineal gland, which is always confused in my body, because one day I'll sleep at 10 o'clock, next day I'll sleep at 11 o'clock, next day I'll sleep at 1 o'clock, next day I'll sleep at 2 o'clock. Okay, so full problematic problem is pineal gland. So pineal gland confused people, please raise your hands in the class so that we can make a club out of it. Last year also we had a big gang of people who were a part of the pineal gland club. Okay, all of them were like, ma'am, even I am a part of it. Okay, now look here, the pineal gland is located on the dorsal side of the forebrain. Okay, dorsal side of the forebrain. So in the forebrain, now we have to learn hypothalamus, pituitary gland and pineal gland. Okay, telling gland, students, my tongue is twisting. Okay, yes. Melatonin is gone. Okay, melatonin is sleeping somewhere, I don't know where. So students, there is chances that you get confused with melanin and melatonin. Okay, melatonin is here, which will regulate your circadian rhythm. Okay, that is melanin, who is going to do your skin pigmentation. So look here, pineal secretes a hormone called as melatonin. Okay, so melatonin will be secreted. Melatonin will be secreted. This is to get your rhythm properly. Okay, rhythm properly. Got it? Yes. Yes, look here. Pineal secretes a hormone called as melatonin. Melatonin plays a very important role in regulation. Okay, regulation of a 24-hour okay rhythm of the body. Okay, diurnal rhythm. That means our entire body. Okay, entire body has to be in a proper, a cycle, right? But melatonin is always confused in all of our bodies, because every day we sleep at different time, every day we eat at different time. See, now it's 2 o'clock, I have not had my lunch, now I'll have lunch by 2:50, my body will be like, oh my god, what is this lady doing? Then tomorrow I'll have lunch by 1 o'clock, then day after tomorrow by 3 o'clock. So not only the sleep, especially the sleep schedule, but also the day-to-day habits, like when we wake up, when we sleep, what we do, everything matters. Okay, so melatonin has given up on myself. Okay, it has given up on me. It's like no use of telling this girl. That is what the condition is. Okay, so it is a 24-hour diurnal cycle, or we also tell circadian rhythm. Okay, circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm. Okay, now look here. For example, it helps in maintaining the normal rhythms. Okay, normal rhythms of sleep and wake up cycle. Okay, sleep and wake up cycle, body temperature. Okay, in addition, melatonin also influences the metabolism, pigmentation, the menstrual cycle, as well as our defense capabilities. Everything is gone, students. Okay, metabolism gone, pigmentation gone, menstrual cycle, okay, that also will affect, especially for the ladies, okay, especially for the girls. Okay, yeah, both will influence for the pigmentation, but melanin is the pigment actually doing the skin coloration. Okay, this is going to happen because of our circadian rhythm, because of the changes in the rhythm. pigmentation and what to tell, changes in the body will happen. Definitely sleep wake up cycle will definitely affect your body, but this is not going to affect as much. Melanin is the proper coloration, okay. So here menstrual cycle as well as our defense capabilities, okay. That is, if you don't have sleep, morning you'll wake up and tell, oh my god, I am today, you know, today I'm going to be what is that, Mother Teresa, tomorrow I'll become Queen Elizabeth, like that. Full every mechanism will be ulta pulta because of our beautiful sleep cycle, right? We sleep at 2 o'clock, we suddenly wake up at 6 o'clock, then again we sleep at 9 o'clock. So when this kind of a cycle continues, what happens? The body also will be confused, because what they have to do, students, melatonin has to be exactly released, like the sleep has to be induced every day at the same time. Now imagine, let's take who is ready to be the, okay, Savita. Savita has told, ma'am, me also. Imagine Savita slept on Monday, okay, by mistakenly at 11, okay, 11. On Tuesday, she went back to her normal time of 2 a.m. Now, during this, okay, first day at 11, this time, exactly here on Tuesday at 11, the body will try to induce sleep, okay, but she will be studying or she'll be using her phone and push it up to 2 o'clock, okay, push it up to 2 o'clock. So by 2 o'clock, the melatonin which was supposed to work has failed. He's like, the melatonin is like, no use of telling this girl, now I'll only go and do my job, I will not bother anymore, okay. So that I will not bother will make the problem worse, because even at 2 o'clock we will not get sleep. So this is exactly what happens in my body, okay. So now when I have classes, I usually sleep late because I have to prepare PPT, I have to go through it, I have to read NCERT again, I have to just go through my notes every day. This is an everyday schedule. Now the days I have like classes which I've been doing, or I know the topic very well, then those days I do not have to prepare. No, those days I'll sleep early. So when like this happens, you can imagine what is going to happen to my body, right? What is going to happen to my body, you can imagine. So we are all the same gang, okay? The gang that will not sleep properly on time and will confuse melatonin and not let melatonin do the job as well. So start, students. What will it go and tell hypothalamus? Can it go and tell hypothalamus that I am in a very bad person's body? This girl or boy is not letting me do my job properly. Okay, so pineal gland is the gland that is going to regulate your sleep wake up cycle. Okay, sleep and wake up cycle. Got it? Sleep and wake up cycle, and they are going to release, okay, yes, students. So at least to answer for this pineal gland to not bend his head and go answer hypothalamus, let's all sleep on time, okay. So it will release melatonin, okay, which is going to help in inducing all the activities, okay. Now in case the pineal gland, like if the sleep wake up cycle or the diurnal cycle is disturbed, okay, is disturbed, it is going to disturb what and all? It is going to disturb metabolism, or it is going to actually affect, okay, it's a part of it, metabolism, pigmentation and menstrual cycle. See, menstrual cycle is going to get affected with everything. Stress, menstrual cycle gone, okay. Have outside food for a longer time, menstrual cycle will be gone. So menstrual cycle is actually waiting for a problem. It's like, okay, today this girl ate burger, so I will just be 2 days late. So every day menstrual cycle is waiting for a reason. I always feel that. So I think all the girls can relate in the chat box how much we you know, pray for menstrual cycle to be on time, so that there's no PCOD or there is no cyst or any formation. But menstrual cycle is like, I don't care, right? It always does that, okay. And I see a lot of videos out of it also. It's very funny. Now students, pineal gland is under clear. Pineal gland, now location we'll write, okay. Pineal gland's location is at the forebrain, okay, in the forebrain. That's all you have to know. Location in the forebrain. It is going to release melatonin. True. Okay. Yes, done. Okay, we'll take a lunch break. Then I can go for thyroid gland, and I have some questions for you guys as well. Thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus. Okay, I think we should be able to do it. So students, break. Okay, it's already 2:11. I need a lunch break, students. I have to go down, eat lunch. Okay, so give me some time. Dorsal side of the forebrain, no? Okay. What time, students? Okay. 2:35. I think by the time I close all this and go down early, it will become time. So yeah. Yes, I'll also have my lunch. You guys also have your lunch and come back. Hi guys. Hello students, I'm back. Yeah, food did not take a lot of time. They did not give us the food early. Okay, so that's the problem. That was the issue. Ready all of you? Hello. Yes, thank you. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's continue. Okay, we have to do thyroid gland. Okay, we have finished till pineal gland, now thyroid gland. Now look here students, the thyroid gland is composed of two lobes, okay, which are located on neither side of the trachea. So if you go to the first image and if you look at thyroid gland, look at this thyroid gland image. So much we learnt, huh? Wow. Look at the thyroid gland image. Can you see? One gland is towards this side, one gland is towards that side, and this is your trachea. So on neither side of the trachea, there is going to be one gland. Clear? Okay. Okay? Yes. Fine. Now, look here, which are located on neither side of the trachea. Both the lobes are interconnected with a thin flap of connective tissue called isthmus. Okay? So if I draw trachea, see, I'm not going to not be able to draw the exact, but it looks somewhat like a butterfly shaped structure, okay, something like this, and they are connected to each other, okay, they are connected to each other with the help of a region called as thymus, okay, with another connective sheath called as thymus. So if you say this is your thyroid gland, this is the thyroid gland, both the sides of the trachea, they are going to be lobes, okay, they are going to be lobes. Then this portion is called as the isthmus, okay, isthmus. This is a connective sheath. Clear? Okay, connective sheath. Okay, chalo. Now look here, thin flap called a connection. Now the thyroid gland is composed of follicles and stromal tissues. Okay, they are composed of what? Follicles and stromal tissues. Is this clear? Sorry students, very, very sorry. So if we, let's say, draw this, okay, draw one small region of this. If I draw the enlarged structure, okay, let's say I draw the enlarged structure of this one region, you will be able to see that there are cells, okay, inside the cells there are follicular cells, okay, follicular cells, okay, these are the follicular cells. Now these and stromal tissues together constitute the thyroid. These are follicular cells. Okay, storage will happen. These people here, they will help in storage of your thyroid hormones. Got it? Yes or no? Clear? Okay, fine. Now look here, each thyroid follicle is composed of follicular cells. So the what I've drawn, these are the follicular cells. Okay, now enclosing a cavity. This is the cavity that I was talking about. Now look here, these follicular cells synthesize two hormones. So the follicular cells are very, very important. They're not chumma sitting there. They are going to be the ones who are going to synthesize the hormones. Okay, so these cells will synthesize two hormones that is called as tetroiodothyrosin, or you can tell T4, or thyroxine and triiodothyronin, that is T3 and T4. Okay, T3 and T4 will be synthesized by the follicular cells. So follicular cells are going to synthesize two of them. One is going to be T4, one is going to be T3. Two of the hormones will be synthesized by the follicular cells. Now look here, iodine is essential for the normal rate of hormone synthesis in thyroid. This is the reason why we Indians, or that's why Gandhiji went for Dandi March. No, salt satyagraha. Salt satyagraha. No students, that is when he went to get salt that had iodine. Okay, that is why we consume the salt that is rich in iodine, because we need iodine for the thyroid gland to function normally. Got it? To function normally. So T4 and T3 will be synthesized by the follicular cells, and they are made up of follicles and stroma cells. So the follicles have follicular cells. These follicular cells will synthesize T3 and T4. Okay. Now iodine is a very, very essential component for the thyroid hormone to work properly. Okay. Now look here. Normal rate of hormone synthesis, we need iodine. Deficiency of iodine in our diet results in hypothyroidism. That is, if a person like has no iodine intake, okay, they're like, no, I will not take even a pinch of salt, I will not take anything that has iodine, then the person will face hypothyroidism. Okay, and enlargement of the thyroid gland, commonly called as goiter. Okay, goiter is simple goiter. Okay, simple goiter is seen, all of you would have seen a swelling in the neck region. Okay, because thyroid is here, swelling will be in this region where they'll have extra skin growth here. Okay, extra skin growth, and this enlargement will be there. Now hypothyroidism during pregnancy causes baby leading to stunned growth. Okay, that is cretinism. Mental retardation, low intelligence quotient, IQ will be less, and abnormal skin and deaf. It can be deaf, or both. The child can be deaf or dumb because of the reason, that is because hypothyroidism can affect the growth of the baby, that will lead to cretinism, which is seen in children. Okay, so the growth, when there is a stunned growth in children, it will be called as cretinism. You can remember CC. Okay, CC, you can remember that it is happening in a child. Okay, mental retardation will become, the child can be deaf, and at the same time IQ will be less. Okay, IQ will be less. Now in adult women, hypothyroidism may cause menstrual cycle to become irregular. Okay, the chances of irregularity of menstrual cycle is very high if the person is having thyroid. Now due to cancer of the thyroid gland, or due to the development of nodules of the thyroid gland, the rate of synthesis and the secretion of thyroid hormone is increased to abnormally high levels, leading to a condition called as hyperthyroidism. So hypersecretion, whenever there is more secretion, it will be called as hyperthyroidism. Whenever the secretion is less, it will be called as hypothyroidism. So hypothyroidism main reason can be when the person does not have a little also iodine in their diet. Okay, now if hypothyroidism comes in pregnant women, the child can have the effects. Okay, more effect will be on the child, that is cretinism can come, that is the child will have stunned growth. Same way mental retardation, low IQ level, the child can be muted or deaf, anything like this can come. Now same thing, if the thyroid is secreted, thyroid hormones T4 and T3 is secreted highly, then the person can have hyperthyroidism. Okay, hyperthyroidism can come, which will adversely affect the body physiology. Clear or not? Yes, clear? Thyroid is clear? Any doubts? Hi Soumya. Okay, now look here. Hypothalamic goiter is a form of hyperthyroidism. So students, hypothyroidism will cause simple goiter. This is exothalamic goiter will be caused because of hyperthyroidism. Okay, characterized by the enlargement of thyroid gland, protrusion of the eyeballs. Okay, this is a very severe case. It is not like simple goiter. Simple goiter, what happened? You will see the swelling of the thyroid gland. Okay, here swelling of the thyroid gland will be there. But here what happens in exothalamic goiter, you will have protrusion of the eyeball. The eyeball will be coming out. The face shape will be changed a little. So here you can see protrusion of eyeballs, increased basal metabolic rate, okay, and weight loss, extreme weight loss are called as Graves' disease. Okay, so enlargement of the thyroid gland, okay, that is hyperthyroidism can cause exothalamic goiter, which is in the form of hyperthyroidism. Is a form of hyperthyroidism characterized by enlargement of the thyroid gland. Eyes will protrude outside, and at the same time they will also have basal the metabolism rate will be different. Okay, the body temperature will not be in control. At the same time weight loss will happen. All this will be called as, okay, all this will be called as your Graves' disease. Okay, yes, got it? Yes. Yeah, exothalamic goiter. What happened? What happened, Chitra? Yes, Graves' disease. Okay, students, you can P is silent here. So exothalamic goiter is how we pronounce. Okay, P is silent. You do not pronounce the P there. Okay, got it? Is this clear to all of you? Yes or no? Now look here. Thyroid plays an important role in the regulation of the basal metabolic rate. That's what I told you, in the body temperature. Okay, body temperature. So thyroid hormones play an important role in the regulation of the basal metabolic rate. Okay, these hormones also support the process of red blood cells and formation, red blood cells formation. Thyroid hormone controls the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Okay, so thyroid hormone is very, very important. Okay, yes, chats are very slow. What happened? One second. Why is the chats not moving? What happened to the chats? 1 second, students. I'll just refresh this. You guys hear me? Yeah, the net had gone, that's why. Okay, that's why I was not able to see the chats. Now it is ready. 1 second. So many ads are playing. Yes, can you all see now? Okay. It's okay, Chitra, if you know to pronounce, it is well and good. Okay. See, if you put P and pronounce, it will be exophthalmic. That is your British accent. P will be pronounced. Otherwise, you normally pronounce it. How does it matter? You have to know the symptoms more important than your pronunciation. Okay. So here we are not doing English class. So here and there pronunciations can change. And English is a language where each person can pronounce differently. Okay. So relax. Okay. You can pronounce it with P. It will become a different pronunciation. Otherwise not. Now maintenance of water and electrolyte. Okay. Maintenance of water and electrolyte balance is also influenced by thyroid hormone. So thyroid hormone is going to do a very, very important job. What are the different jobs that thyroid hormone is going to do? See, first thing they are going to do is they are going to regulate the metabolic rates, right? The body's metabolism is going to be regulated by the thyroid gland. Second thing, students, they are going to help in the process of RBC formation. Remember all this, I will ask you. When I write it, I want all of you to answer each one of it, okay? So regulation, first thing is regulation of the body temperature. Okay, regulation of the body temperature. Next is they are going to help in release of these hormones to do the red blood cells formation. Next, they are going to control metabolism of carbohydrate, proteins and fats. Maintenance of water, electrolyte balance is also influenced by thyroid hormone. Okay, now thyroid hormone or thyroid gland also secretes a protein hormone called thyrocalcitonin. And here it is very important. Okay, very important, because you will understand how these people are going to do the balancing of the calcium. Okay, parathyroid as well as thyroid. Look at this, look here. Thyroid gland also secretes a protein hormone called as thyrocalcitonin. Students, don't forget the word protein hormone. Okay, lot of times in PYQ they have asked protein hormones, steroidal hormones, different thing. Okay, different things. So protein hormone called thyrocalcitonin, which regulates the blood calcium level. They haven't told increase, decrease, because parathyroid also is going to do the job. Okay, parathyroid also is going to do the job. So TCT. Okay, got it? Yes or no? So I hope all of you have seen about the MVSAT. Write the MVSAT exam and get yourself an iPhone, iPad, PS5, drones, as well as you get much more scholarship as well. So this exam will help you compete with multiple other students. So do the exam, write the exam, okay, and then come back to me and tell how the exam was. Okay, students, look here. Next is parathyroid. So we'll come back to thyroid, okay, or you want me to write thyroid and then come back? Chalo, we'll write it here. Okay, come on, we'll write thyroid. All of you tell me quickly, what is thyroid? Okay, thyroid. Okay, here thyroid gland. Okay, we'll start from the location. Okay, from the location. Voice is clear, no students? No problem, right? It is one of the largest endocrine gland. Yes, it is largest endocrine gland. And where is it present? It is present above the trachea. Okay, it is present above the trachea. Very important. Now we should know that on either side of the trachea there is going to be one lobe each. Yes or no? All of you know this? Yes, very good. On either side of the trachea there are lobes. So if I draw the thyroid gland, I can draw it like this. Okay, see students, shape will not be exact same and all. Okay, that much artistic we cannot be, but this one, this portion, no, where there is the connective tissue here in the middle. Okay, here there is going to be sheath of connective tissue that will connect both the lobes of the thyroid gland. So that connective tissue, connective sheath, okay, connective sheath is called isthmus. Yes or no? Is called isthmus. Okay, isthmus. Now going back, now what else do you know about thyroid? Tell me, all of you. Yes, it's a butterfly shape, no, similar to a butterfly shape. Now we know that this thyroid gland is made up of, right, components. What are the components? Components of this thyroid glands are follicles. Okay, components are follicles. I'll write it in a different color, no? Students will understand that ma'am wrote it in different color means it's important. Okay, follicles and stromal tissues. Yes or no? Fast answers should come in the chats. Okay, so if I take a small section of this and which color? Let's take blue. Okay, if I take a small region of this and show it, how it looks, students? A circle will be there and inside that they have follicular cells. And are these follicular cells simple follicular cells? No, they are going to help in so many things. They are also going to help in synthesizing the hormones, and middle there is a cavity that will store it. Okay, got it? Isthmus. Isthmus is present so many places, don't confuse. Okay, yes, stromal tissue. Got it? Stromal tissue. Yes, very good. Now look here, students, these are your follicular cells. Okay, follicular cells, and these cells are going to help in the synthesis. Okay, in between you have something called as the cavity. This cavity will help in the storage of the hormones. Clear? Now let's write about the follicular cells, students. So these follicles have follicular cells. Yes or no? Follicles have follicular cells, and what are the cells going to synthesize? The cells are going to synthesize T3 and T4. Okay, T3 and T4 hormones. Now T3 and T4 hormones are going to help in what and all? Thyroid hormones are going to help in what? Many things. Many things. Okay, yes, very good. Okay, now these hormones are going to help in, first it is going to help in your metabolic body rate or your basal, okay, metabolic rate, okay, basal metabolic rate. Second thing, what did I tell you? They are going to help in RBC formation. Okay, RBC formation. Third thing, what? I want all of you to tell one by one. Sony, why Tanuja is laughing? Because she wanted to laugh. Hello, jaldi bolo. Temperature, metabolism, growth. Yes, what else? Tell. Metabolic rate. I think one more. Who answered? Metabolic rate, formation of RBC done. Then students, they are going to help in the physical growth. Okay, they are going to help in the growth. Physical growth. They are going to help with the menstrual cycle. Okay, menstrual cycle. Got it? All these things they are going to help. Okay, all these things. Yes, body temperature also they are going to help. Okay, maintenance of the electrolyte. More points are there. Okay, maintenance of electrolyte. Okay, body temperature बहुत ज़्यादा है. Okay, so many functions are there. Got it? Yes. Okay, done. Now, what else we have? Here, you have to know that this thyroid hormones, this color no need, no? Thyroid, sorry students. Okay, thyroid hormones, okay, need to function. The thing will function properly with the help of iodine. Okay, iodine. Now, if this is lack, okay, iodine is lack, then that will lead to hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism. Yes or no? Hyperthyroidism. Okay. Now, hyperthyroidism in pregnant women will cause different things that we don't have place to write, students. We have used up the entire board. Now, other ways, hyperthyroidism will cause your goiter or Graves' disease, and here hypothyroidism will cause your simple goiter. Is this clear? Any doubts? General I have just given. Okay. Okay. General I have written. Okay. Why not? For only Sony I am writing. Okay. You can see, no? Done. Very happy? Okay. What and all you guys will want. Students, thyroid is done. Now we'll go to parathyroid. Any doubts? Okay. You have the students, I'll tell you this chapter is full of mugging up. Like, eat, okay, like that chewing you have to do, but there are a lot of things that you have to connect with each other. Now, pituitary and hypothalamus, you understood the connection, you understood anterior lobe, posterior lobe very clearly. Now, from there, it's about the hormones, what they are going to do. That you have to write it in a box and write the functions, okay? You have to write it in a box and write the functions. Now, look here, in humans, 4 parathyroid glands are present on the back side of who? Thyroid gland. Back side of the thyroid gland. 1 pair each. Okay, 1 pair each in 2 lobes. So students, how is our thyroid gland? Like this, no? Okay, like this the thyroid gland is. Imagine this is the back side. You have 2 here, 2 here. 2 parathyroid glands are present. Are you able to see? Yes, you are able to see. Okay, parathyroid glands are there. Now, look here. They secrete, the parathyroid glands secrete a peptide hormone called parathyroid hormone. Okay, parathyroid hormone. The secretion of PTH is regulated by the circulating levels of calcium. Very, very important. Look here, parathyroid hormone and your TCT, which you saw back there in your calcitonin, these two have to regulate each other to maintain the calcium level. Okay, now we will see how they are. Look here, parathyroid hormone increases the calcium level. Parathyroid hormone increases the calcium levels in the blood. PTH acts on bones and stimulate the process of bone dissolution and demineralization. Okay, what are they going to do? They are going to stimulate the process of bone dissolution. What happened? Bone dissolution and bone dissolution as well as demineralization. PTH also stimulate reabsorption of calcium by the renal tubules. Okay, so they are going to increase the calcium levels, got it? And increase the calcium absorption from the digested food. It is thus clear that PTH, okay, is a hypercalcemic hormone. That means what? this fellow will keep increasing the calcium level. He will reabsorb it from the bones, he will reabsorb it from the renal tubules, he will reabsorb it from the digested food. He is going to do all of this. Now when he keeps doing it, he is going to become a hypercalcemic hormone. Yes or no? That means he is going to keep increasing the calcium levels in the body. Now look here, that is increase the blood calcium level. Along with TCT, it plays a significant role in calcium balance in the body. That means TCT will make sure that this fellow reduces the calcium level, PCT will increase. So these two will keep balancing to maintain the calcium levels. Any doubts, students? Any doubts? Do you understand who are the two people who are going to regulate or not? Yes, no. Okay, so TCT will reduce the calcium level, PCT will increase the calcium level. So these two will keep doing the maintenance of it. Okay, so we will write about that. Okay, we'll write about that. Okay, first, what are we going to write? We are going to write about both the hormones. Okay, both the hormones. Now here, wow, students, new train. Okay, very nice, no? Yeah. So look here, first we'll write about TCT. Okay, TCT, that is released by your follicular cells. It's a protein hormone. Okay, protein hormone released by the thyroid. Okay, released by who? Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. This fellow is going to help in decreasing the calcium level. Okay, so thyroid, this calcitonin is going to make sure that it decreases the calcium level. Yes or no? So calcium metabolism is going to happen, and this will lead to decrease in the calcium levels. Okay, calcium level decreasing will happen in the blood. Okay, decrease will happen in the blood. Got it? So here what he is going to do, here he is going to do mineralization. That fellow is doing demineralization. So this fellow will do mineralization of bones to reduce the calcium. Okay, reduce the calcium levels. Yes, yes, GM Express. Then osteoclast activity, if you cannot remember, it's fine. Okay, if you remember, this much is enough, students, because it will become too much otherwise. Now you have parathyroid. Okay, parathyroid hormone, that is PTH. Okay, this is going to do the job of demineralization, or dissolution. Dissolution, you know, no, same chemistry word only. Okay, dissolution of bones, and increase the calcium levels. Okay, not only that they are going to do, they are also going to do reabsorption of calcium from food, digested food. Okay, from renal tubules, and keep increasing the calcium levels. Okay, this will keep increasing the calcium levels. Clear? So this fellow will increase, this fellow will decrease, this fellow will decrease, this will keep continuing. Okay, this will keep continuing, and this is the reason why they have these hormones. Okay, why they have these hormones. So TCT and your parathyroid hormone PTH. Got it, students? Now location is very clear, no? Location is very clear. If this is the thyroid gland, okay, this is the thyroid gland. Back side of the thyroid gland, you will have parathyroid hormone. Okay, this is your parathyroid gland, sorry, gland, not hormone, gland. Got it? Perfect. Okay, and this is your thyroid gland. Done, 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 done. Yes, increases the calcium level. So this you have to understand, these both are antagonistic in nature, okay? These both are antagonistic in nature, okay? Okay, antagonistic in nature means one is increasing, one is decreasing. Opposite, they're going to work, okay? That is what antagonistic in nature, like your sibling, okay? Antagonistic in nature. Done, done, done. This too was clear. Now, the last gland for today, okay, last thing for today is going to be thymus. After that, we will do it in next class, okay? Thymus. See, the thymus gland is I'm going to give you questions. So, today all of you should stay back and put your marks in the chat box. The thymus gland is a lobular structure located between the lungs, behind the sternum, on the ventral side of the aorta. In simple words, if I tell, this is located in the mediastinum, okay? Mediastinum, okay? This is the mediastinum. I taught you people, know, when I taught you heart, I told you about the mediastinum. So this is located in the mediastinum, that is between the lungs, okay? Sternum is there, heart is there, no? So near that portion it will be located. Now look here, the thymus plays a major role. What is thymus going to do? Development, maturation of your T cells. Yes, we studied in last class, okay? So here the development of the immune system they are talking about is your T cells. This gland secretes the peptide, okay, peptide hormone called thymosin, okay? It releases thymosin. Now, thymosin plays a major role in differentiation of T lymphocytes, okay? Differentiation of T lymphocytes, that is origin is happening in the B cells, in the bone marrow. Maturation is happening in the thymus, okay? For that, thymosin will be released, which provides cell mediated immunity, because T cells is the one who is giving cell mediated immunity, okay? The humoral immunity is given by B cells, which is there in the fluid, correct? Now, in addition, thymosin also promote the production of antibodies to provide humoral immunity. Students, we already know that this T cells actually stimulate the B cells to do the job, okay? It will stimulate the B cells to do the job, telling that you please make antibodies, I will help you, or I will stimulate you from here, like how I encourage you to learn, like study students, you got this, like that, no? Same way. So like this fellow is going to stimulate. So here in addition, thymosin promote, okay, promote the production of antibodies to provide humoral immunity. Now, thymus is degenerated in old individuals, resulting in decreased production of thymosin. That is why old age people catch very, fall sick very often. It's because they are like at the old age and the thymus has reduced, okay? Thymus has decreased production. So here thymus is degenerated in old individuals, resulting in decreased production of thymosin. As a result, the immune responses of old person becomes weak. Any doubt in this? Very baby thing, no? This is right, thymus. Yes. So thymus. Oh, started. Board is like enough, how much you will teach. Every day board questions be like this, students. Okay, thymus, students, what did we know about thymus? First, location, it is located where is it going and settling, by the way? Can you see those letters, students, which went missing? Yes. So it is located between the lungs. Yeah, it's a primary lymphoid organ, okay? Between the lungs, or you can simply write mediastinum, okay? Mediastinum. Now, next is we have to write about thymus. What is it going to release? The hormone, a peptide hormone that it is going to release. Oh no, that was a beautiful T, it went off. Peptide hormone. Where are you guys going and settling? Okay, T went there. N, M. Okay, peptide hormone released is thymosin. Went. Okay, thymosin. Students, this is Tare Zameen Par dance is happening here. One letter is jumping in, going somewhere and settling. Okay, peptide hormone, thymosin. Now, what is this thymosin going to do? This thymosin, which letter is going to go missing? Okay, N went missing. Thymosin is going to help in the differentiation. Okay, differentiation, or we can tell maturation Okay, differentiation of T cells, okay, or T lymphocytes. T lympho. Okay, T lymphocytes. Okay, it is going to, yeah, so here differentiation of T cells, it's called T lymphocytes, and not only that, they are also going to promote, P element of promote the T cells. It's going to promote the humoral immunity as well, or promote the B cells to form antibodies. Okay, promote the B cells to form antibodies. That is supporting the humoral immunity. Yes. Then what else? It is weak. I mean, in older people, okay, older people, the growth will be less. H went too high, it seems. So yes, so thymus, students, it's a primary lymphoid organ. All of you know this, no? We just did this last class only. So it's a primary lymphoid organ. And this primary lymphoid organ is going to be decreased or reduced. Okay, reduced in old people, because of which their immune system also is going to be weak. Okay, so their main job is going to help the immune system. Okay, their main job is to help the immune system. Any doubts anywhere? I should try, no, cursive handwriting. Okay, wait. Students, I think board got fed up, but yeah, my cursive handwriting will take a lot of time to write. So mediastinum, immune system, nothing went flying, I hope. Students, any doubt? Did we miss something? This, okay, this we wrote. Everything is proper, no? Thyroid. I actually wanted to write hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. That we will chumma put it into a box. Okay, you people tell me one features fast, we'll finish it. Okay. Yes. Here. Oh, stay. Yeah. Students, hypo and hyperthyroidism. Let's write the function. Okay. Okay, hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism. Yeah, tell me. So hypothyroidism is caused when the thyroid hormones, right, under secretion, right? Thyroid hormones are secreted less. How are they secreted less? Because of iron deficiency. Okay, sorry, iodine deficiency. Okay, iodine deficiency, and this will lead to hypothyroidism, will lead to simple goiter. Okay, it will lead to simple goiter. Now students, simple goiter, yes ma'am, we understood simple goiter, swelling will be there, right? Yeah, simple goiter will lead to swelling of the thyroid gland. Now other than that, what is there? All of you look at your NCERT and tell me what is the next point given. Basal metabolic activity, basal metabolic rate, right, will be affected. That means body temperature will be affected. Then in women, menstrual cycle will be affected. Okay, menstrual cycle affected. Okay, will be affected. What else? Yes, simple goiter. Now hypothyroidism, students. Here this is caused because of hypersecretion. Okay, hypersecretion of thyroid glands. Okay, thyroid glands. Next class, remind me to teach you tropic and non-tropic hormones. Okay, tropic hormones, the ones that will affect or lead another gland. So I'll teach you that also next class. Okay. Yes, this is done. Swelling of the thyroid gland done. Now here, hypersecretion of the thyroid gland. Students, oh, we'll write this also, yeah. How can we forget? Okay, here, if this is caused in pregnant women. Okay, pregnant women, what is going to happen? This will lead to cretinism, mental retardation. See, I'm not missing a point. Mental retardation, okay, deaf or muted. Then what else, students? Mental retardation, low IQ. Okay, low intelligent quotient. Okay, cretinism is stunned growth. Okay, stunned growth in child. Okay, stunned growth, fine. Pregnant woman done. Now hypersecretion, here what is going to happen of the thyroid gland? Here you will have exophthalmic goiter. Okay, that can have the symptoms like protruded eyes, okay, swollen thyroid gland, okay, swollen thyroid gland. Then what else, students? It's also called as Graves' disease. One more symptom, stunned growth done. Okay, done. Okay, all are giving one spelling. Look at you people spelling. Exothalamic something and all you people are telling. Eyeball is protruded, I don't know, protruded eyeballs. Eyes we cannot tell. Okay, protruded eyeballs. Yes, done. Stunned growth done. Metabolic rate, yes. Loss of weight, very good. Weight loss, okay. Body temperature, students, or your metabolic, okay, metabolic rate decreases. This also can be called as Graves' disease, right? Also can be called as Graves' disease. Done. Graves' disease. This is the major this one. Okay, done. All of you. Basal metabolic, yes. Eyeball protrudes, all of that done. Okay, we wrote parathyroid, thyroid, okay, parafollicular, metabolism we wrote, hypothalamus we wrote, T4, okay, tridothyroidin and thyroxine done. Everything we have written. Next class I'll teach you people about this one. Okay, I'll teach you guys about troponin, tropic hormone and non-tropic hormone. Okay, yes, ready for quiz? Okay, ready for quiz? Fast answer should come. Okay, no time, fast answer should come. Yes, BMR will be reduced, basal metabolic rate will be reduced. Okay, chalo, first question ready. Oxytocin helps in ovulation, lactation but not childbirth, childbirth but not lactation, lactation and childbirth both. Okay, so questions are from the topics that I've taught you, so you can answer very easily. Tell me the answer quickly. Okay, ready? Yes. I want your marks this time in the chat box. Okay, comments. You people did not put last time. Very good, very good. Perfect. All of you learnt it very well. Lactation as well as childbirth, right? Lactation, here oxytocin is going to help in the ejection of the milk. Okay, ejection of the milk, and here it is going to help with the contractions, right? Contractions, uterus contractions is going to happen here because of oxytocin and their ejection of the milk. Okay, very good. Proud of all of you. Good job. Next one. The secondary sexual characters develop in females because of. Students, this we did not go through, but you understood now when we read the overview. We had spoke about this. So try to answer. The secondary sexual characters developed in females because of. This is a very basic question from your reproduction chapter. Okay, reproduction chapters. Yes, secondary sexual characters develop in females because of awesome, awesome, very nice. Answer is estrogen. Okay, next question. Which of the following glands secretes the hormone melatonin? Okay, which secretes melatonin? Yes, A for awesome Gopika ma'am, A for amazing Gopika ma'am, you should not forget. Okay, you should keep telling A, B, C, D. That's how you'll remember all the teachers, no? B for Baswa sir, C for Capto, D for Diksha ma'am. Unfortunately, my name does not fall in A, B, C, D. So we made one new one, right? A for Ammu ma'am, A for attendance ma'am. So yes, I love listening all that from you guys. I love listening that whenever you people type A for Ammu ma'am, A for attendance ma'am, I find it so funny and it's something I really enjoy as well. So which of the following glands secrete hormone melatonin? But I know all of you are in a fast pace to type the answers. No problem, type the answers, okay? I'm just telling. People keep remembering. Yes, yes. Which is the gland? Not B for Baswa sir. No, they're asking which is the gland. They're not asking which is the cell. If they ask you which is the cell, it is going to be melanocytes. But they're asking which is the gland. Gland is going to be pineal gland. Very good. Pineal gland. Okay. Okay, let's do some PYQs. This is 2024 PYQ. Parathyroid hormone, epinephrine and norepinephrine. See, only this you don't know. So just keep this there. This three you know. Okay. Parathyroid hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, melatonin. Now just look at this and tell what are the functions. Okay, this also you people know. This also we know. Fight, flight and all that, right? So now try to solve it. Parathyroid. Okay, I got the answer. Thyroid stimulating. Got it. Very easy, very easy. Okay, very, very easy. Okay, well, let me see. Okay. Okay. Awesome. I got the answer. Did you guys get? Yes. What is the answer? Very good, very good, very good. Answer is going to be, let's do the match to the following students. So parathyroid is going to be increasing the blood calcium levels. Okay, that is A3. So A3 we have three options. Now epinephrine, non-epinephrine, fight and flight hormone, right? It is coming from the adrenal glands, so obviously fight and flight. Thyroid stimulating hormone, synthesis of T3 and T4. Melatonin is going to be regulating the body's biological clock. Right, so it is going to be option number 1. Very nice. Option number 1, Saravana, not option number C. Okay, that is A3, correct. B1, perfect. C4, yes. D2, yes, correct. Okay, option number 1. Very nice. Next question. Small it is, no? Can you guys read it? Wait, I'll read it for you. Which of the following statements are correct with respect to the hormone and its functions? Okay. So here we have thyrocalcitonin or your TCT regulates blood calcium levels. In males, FSH and androgen regulates spermatogenesis. Same lines of NCERT. This is why NCERT line by line is very important. See, same line of NCERT. If you don't read NCERT, no use students. Look here, hyperthyroidism can lead to goiter. Glucocorticoids are secreted in adrenal medulla. parathyroid hormone is regulated by circulated levels of sodium ions. They are asking which of the following statements are correct with respect to hormone and its function. Okay, hormone and its function. Saravana, you don't have to tell wrong answer so many times, dear. Okay, which is the answer? It's a 2023 question. Only 2 options will be correct. I got the answer. Did you guys get? Okay, okay. Sony also started becoming like Saravana, copying the same answer again and again. One person we correct, next person will be immediately there, no? Yes, what's the answer? Okay. A and B only, students. Hello, people. How did you tell C? You told B and C. Students, thyrocalcitonin regulates the blood calcium level. Perfectly right. In males, FSH and androgen regulates spermatogenesis. Hyperthyroidism can lead to goiter. Can lead to exodes. Goiter means simple goiter. They're talking about simple goiter. So this is not right. Glucocorticoids is cortex. That is wrong. Here it is calcium ions. So it is only A and B. Okay, anyone did it correct? Deepu has done it correct. Abhinay has done it correct. Good job. Good job. You people are listening carefully. See, understood? Here they are talking about simple goiter. Otherwise, they will give you that it is Graves' disease that they are talking about. Yes, good job. If you are correct, put fire emojis in the chat. Next question. Which of the following are not the effect of parathyroid hormone? Not the effect. Okay, not the effect. Stimulates the process of bone reabsorption. Okay, resorption. Decreases calcium levels in the blood. Which is not. Reabsorption of calcium by renal tubule. Decreases in the absorption of calcium from digested food. Increase metabolism of carbohydrates. Okay, mistake. It's okay. Now you understood, no, what went wrong? 2022 question. 2022 question. Yes, do it. Yes, what's the answer? C2. Okay, 1-1 people are telling 1-1. Stimulates the process of bone resorption. That is dissolution, demineralization. Decreases calcium levels in the blood. No, it does not. Okay, B is already there. Reabsorption of calcium. Yes, they do reabsorb. Decrease the absorption of calcium. No, increase the absorption of calcium. So B and D is wrong. Increase metabolism of carbohydrate. No. So what is going to be the answer? Where is B and D? B and D is there in this option. So B and D, this also, right? So it is option number 3. Understood? 2022 question. Got it? Most of them have done it right. Very good. Ratish, Tanuja, Deepu, Madhumati and Abhinay. Good job. 3 was the answer. Okay. 3 was the answer because see, this one increases. Okay, increases. Here also increases. Here it is decreases. Okay, decreases. Yes. Normal sleep wake up cycle in human body is maintained by the secretion of what? Normal, okay, normal sleep and wake up cycle in human body is maintained by the secretion of what? No, secretion of, like here the gland they are asking, okay, is maintained by which gland? You can just tell which gland. Very easy question, answer fast. Yes, good job, good job. Yes, perfect. Pineal gland. Okay, pineal gland. Okay, homework question is here. Homework question is here. I only want the answer. Okay. See, look here. Erythropoietin hormone, which stimulates RBC formation, is produced by which? Cells of the bone marrow, juxtaglomerular cells of the kidney, alpha cells of the pancreas, cells of the adenohypophysis. Now students, this we have not taught, but you people know. If you have learned excretion from me, you know this. And I told it in today's class also. Today's class, if you can remember, tell it. Otherwise, it's okay. Option number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? Notes you will get it on Vedantu NEET English Telegram, and if you want to join my Telegram, it's Biology by Gopika. You can join my Telegram and all my class links will be there, okay? Yes, don't disclose the answer. No, don't disclose the answer. I want your marks. How much marks did all of you get? How many of you got all correct? I know many of you went wrong in one, so don't tell lies, okay? I want the marks in the chat box. Don't tell the answer. Tell it in the comments. One comment also people won't put. Not answer, nothing you'll put. Okay. Students, bone marrow is there, but erythropoietin is somewhere else. Okay, erythropoietin is released by somewhere else. Okay. So yes, students, thank you so much for joining. See you all in the next class. So next class we'll be doing chemical coordination part 2, where we'll be doing pancreas, we'll be doing all other things, whatever we have left with, we'll be doing till today's class. We have finished up to thymus, and we have also done Gopika Ma'am Express, that is GM Express, throughout the class. Wherever I did not write GM Express also we have written, because you can just see the notes. Okay, you can see the notes where in all we have written the notes, right? Between every gland we have written notes. See, every gland notes is there, diagrams is there, everything is there. So whatever you need is there in this class. All you have to do is sit and learn for the class. Okay, yes. So thank you so much for joining. See you all in next class, and next class I'll be asking you questions. So remember this, whatever we learned today. So next class we can do a revision of it. Okay, yes. So tata, bye bye, see you all in next class. Okay, do not forget to comment and like. I know how much ever I tell you people will not do, but still, if there are 1 or 2 students who's listening to this and feels like, yes ma'am, I understood something out of this chapter, I want to put a comment, please do put a comment, because that is your Guru Dakshina to me, and that makes me so much happy. That motivates me to come every day and take classes for you. So see you all, bye bye.